Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 16 game preview. And today we're going to be going over the Bucs versus the Texans. Let's get it started. So the Texans are favored 3.5, and the over-under is 49.5 points. All right, let's start with the Bucs. So Jameis Winston has been playing out of his mind these last two games. The problem is he's been losing weapons left and right. Mike Evans down done for the year, I believe. He's on IR. Chris Godwin probably done for the year, most likely sitting out this game. Let's get a moment of silence for my man. All right, that's enough. All right, so when one man goes down, another man has to step up, and I believe that man is Brashad Perriman. I've been telling y'all to pick this guy up for a couple weeks now. He's getting the targets and he's getting the yards. My man had 113 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. It was outrageous. Now, one thing you do need to worry about a little bit is Jameis not being 100%. I know that he was throwing tennis balls as of recently, which are not footballs, but that's what he did last week, and he came out and went gangbusters for 458 yards. So I'm not too concerned about whether or not Jameis will play. I believe he should play, and he should be a viable starter. I have him as a top 10 play. I do believe that there might be some wind and some rain in this game. I believe it's a 50% chance of rain, and the wind is somewhere around 10 to 13 mile an hour winds. It makes me a little nervous. So Jameis Winston came out and said he needs to get the ball to the tight end some more. I agree, because he's running out of wide receivers. But Bruce Arians comes out and says, nah, we need to get the ball to the running back some more. So I don't know where this ball is going, but I do know this. I think that Brashad Perriman is a viable starter. O.J. Howard is a viable starter. And I think that Cameron Brate, if you're desperate, I'm worried about O.J. Howard getting the targets and Cameron Brate getting the touchdown. Because that would really suck if O.J. Howard has like 6 receptions but no touchdowns, and Cameron Brate has 2 touchdowns. Let's get to the running back position. I don't want to start either of them because I don't personally believe that you can trust either of them. And if you do start either of them, they're both flex plays at best, personally. Ronald Jones and Peyton Barber. I really don't want to have my title on the line with either of these guys in my lineup, to be honest with you. And we're not starting the Bucs defense. So let's get on to the Texans. Deshaun Watson has been playing amazing, and he's a beast. So obviously you're going to play him. He's a top 5 play. And same with Hopkins. You're starting Hopkins. I don't need to get too much into that. He's a beast. He's a monster. One of the best wide receivers in the league for sure. A lot of people are asking the question, should they start Will Fuller? Here's my thing. Will Fuller has not been what I would call consistent in any way, shape, or form. If you are the underdog and you think that you're outmatched, sure, I can see you playing Will Fuller. I don't think that there's a guarantee that he has a good game, but the Bucs are terrible against wide receivers. So he should be just fine. That being said, he's disappeared in good matchups before. But if you're looking for high upside, there's not many people that have higher upside than Will Fuller. He can have one of the best games of all time if he wants to. But like I said, possible rain, possible wind. Going against the Bucs, which is a good matchup, but we'll see. I have him as a flex at best, low-end flex personally, because I don't think that he has a blow-up game, but he always could. Kenny Stills also could always have a great game. My man only had 3 receptions last game, but he had 35 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Kenny Stills, again, I personally think that he has just as good a chance as Will Fuller to have a good game. So if you're willing to throw out Will Fuller, Kenny Stills is pretty much right up the same alley. A little bit of a downgrade, I guess, because there have been games where Will Fuller has had like 11 targets, which is insane. And Kenny still doesn't get that many. Yeah, Kenny Stills actually doesn't get very many at all now that I look at it. 3, 2, 4, 2. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, no. Decent downgrade. Will Fuller, decent start. Kenny Stills, I'd rather not start a Kenny Stills. Carlos Hyde. So the Bucs are good at one thing, and it's defending the run. And Carlos Hyde has been playing pretty decent recently, but I think he's going to get locked down by the Bucs defense, so I actually don't have him as a starter. I don't think you should be playing him or Duke Johnson. Could one of them fall into the end zone? Yeah, of course it could happen, but I'm not projecting that to happen. That being said, I do think the Texans are going to be up, so the Bucs are going to have to throw it. So I'm a fan of Rashad Perriman, like I said earlier. And I think you could play the Texans defense because the Bucs love to throw picks because that's what we do, I guess. All right. I think that's going to do it. If you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my social media down below. And good luck this week. Peace.